Hello everybody, this is JT Productions and welcome back to another preview and prediction video. Today I'll be doing the Tulsa Golden Hurricane football schedule preview. So let's get her going. Last season Tulsa went 7-6, 5-3 in the American with 4 straight wins to end the season, including a Myrtle Beach Bowl win against Old Dominion. So how did their season go last year? Well, not that good to start out with. They started out the season with a loss to UC Davis at home, 19-17. Then they had 2 straight road losses against Oklahoma State and Ohio State. They came back home and beat Arkansas State, which, almost everybody beat Arkansas State. Lost to Houston, beat Memphis, beat South Florida by 1. Then after their bye week, lost to Navy and Cincinnati. Beat Tulane in overtime, beat Temple, and then beat SMU, and then Old Dominion. So they finished the season strong. Can they bring that over to now, this season? Well, let's see what my notes say. Well, Tulsa brings back Philip Montgomery for his 8th season at Tulsa. They got a lot of transfers in the transfer portal, including wide receiver Nick Rempert from Tyler Junior College, wide receiver Isaiah Epps from Kentucky, offensive tackle Kia Leon Herbert from Miami, offensive guard Brody Weiscarven from Illinois, center Ty Leo Marks from Colorado State, offensive guard Chris Akporogene from Tennessee, offensive tackle Darrell Simpson from Oklahoma, defensive end Izuchukwu King Ani from Mississippi State, and defensive tackle Jaden Simmons from Colorado. Not a bad inclusion. Their team, besides them, looks pretty veteran, including the backfield with Davis Brin at redshirt senior quarterback, Denerick Prince, redshirt senior transfer running back, Ethan Hall, redshirt junior tight end, Juan Carlos Santana, graduate wide receiver, Keelan Stokes, graduate wide receiver as well. So their team is very veteran. They have a veteran head coach. So I think they're going to be a very physical team this year. Very physical, very experienced in everything of the such. So let's see how I think they'll do this year. Week 1, they have a road test on the road at Wyoming. Wyoming is always a very physical team, just like Tulsa. This is going to be somewhere in the range of low 20s to high teens, in my opinion, scoring-wise. And I think by defying all odds, you win on the road in Week 1 in War Memorial Stadium in Laramie, Wyoming, to start the season 1-0. Then you come back home to play NIU. Not a pushover by any means in the Group of 5 sense, but I think you physically outmatch NIU to start the season 2-0 before Jacksonville State comes to town. Jacksonville State beat Florida State last year. I don't think that's going to happen with Tulsa. Tulsa has good lines of scrimmage and can bully undersized linemen that Jacksonville State most likely has. So it's 3-0. You start at 3-0, a lot better than you did last year. Then you're at Ole Miss. This is where the winning stops. Ole Miss is on another league than you are. So that's 3-1. Then you come back to play Cincinnati. You'll be able to beat Cincinnati. Cincinnati, like I said in the last few, they're taking a couple steps back. And with the physical nature of Tulsa, I think that Tulsa gets the win. So you're 4-1 before you go on the road to Annapolis to play Navy. Navy's another physical team. Very disciplined, very physical, and they run the triple option. I think on the road at Navy, you get your first conference loss. Navy, the triple option is a good way. The triple option can trip a lot of teams up. You lost to them last year by 1 possession. That's around what I think will happen this year as well. It's before your bye week, and you're going to be beaten up by all the other matchups that you've had, like Wyoming, Ole Miss, Cincinnati, and Northern Illinois. So 4-2 before going to your bye week. Then you come out of your bye week to go on the road to Temple. You'll be able to bully Temple. Their lines of scrimmage are not going to be as good as yours. So another close game, but I think you'll get the win. So it's 5-2 before you host SMU for homecoming. You beat SMU last year in a 1-score game in Dallas. They're going to be wanting some revenge from that loss, and I think they get it. SMU is going to have a lot of firepower this year, and I think they're going to try to run the conference, and you're not going to be able to stop them. So that's 5-3. Then you play Tulane. Tulane, they're a very wishy-washy team, in my opinion. I don't know, it's just... It's just difficult to predict with Tulane. I do think Tulsa will get the win here, but I think it's going to be close. It could go either way. It's like a coin flip. So that's 6-3. Then you go on the road to Memphis. Memphis, just like Tulsa. Teams like Tulsa, Memphis, and Tulane, those are all like very physical teams, very middle of the ground in the American. And they're all trying to chase the way Houston has built their program, in my opinion. It's a toss-up, but I do think Memphis... I'm going to give Memphis the win just because it's on the road, but this could go either way. So it's 6-4 before you play South Florida. South Florida, it's nowhere near the talent of Tulsa, so you're going to get the win here before you go on the road for your rivalry week against Houston. Houston, like I said a second ago, is like the quintessential team that like teams like Tulsa, Memphis, and Tulane want to become. So, by that, I think Houston gets the win here. By that factor, and the factor that they're going to be one of the best teams in the American, and it's at their house. So, there's your season. Tulsa finishes the season 7-5. About the same as last year. One more regular season win. About the average of Tulsa that Tulsa should be aiming for at this point. So there you go. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I have multiple playlists for all of these predictions. I'm working on the group of 5 right now so that I can finish it up before week 0. So anyways, hope you all enjoyed, and Go Dogs.